Hi everyone. It is 3 in the morning. So, as you can imagine, I'm exhausted. But that's besides the point. I have not been sleeping like in a sleep schedule for like this entire week. I've been going to sleep at 5 a.m. every night. Do I know why? No. Do I have a reason why? No. Just cause. But anyway, I can't sleep tonight and I wanted to fix my sleep schedule tonight, so this is either my body trying to adjust or it is the universe, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, trying to give you a message through me at 3 a.m. So you guys know, I am very dedicated to what I am doing. I do it sick, I do it in health, I do it at 3 in the morning, I do it at 12 in the morning, I do it at 2 p.m., I do it at 11 a.m., 7 a.m. You guys have had the entire spectrum of times from me recording my videos. So I'm dedicated to what I'm doing, guys, I promise. I am realizing that I'm kind of self-sabotaging, guys. Like, it is so annoying is not the right word for this, but it is so humbling's not the right word, but if there was a word between annoying and humbling, the word in between those, like a mix-up of those two words, is exactly how I'm feeling right now. Because it is so often that I am learning that healing is not linear, and it's so funny because I sometimes feel like if I am to be recording videos for other people of advice, I need to be able to speak from a space of experience, and I do, but I also am on my own journey, you know, so I have to learn to give myself that grace as well, because I don't want to appear like I want to be, you know, this perfect person on the internet. I want to be open, I want to be vulnerable, I want to be true, I want to be real, you know, because YouTube needs that. Okay, guys, YouTube needs it. But basically, I'm realizing I'm literally self-sabotaging myself. I have started my new project, which you guys might have heard about if you've watched my videos before, but I am writing my first book, guys. I am going to be an author, and this is very important to me because I have spent almost 5 years, or more than 5 years, sort of in this, what do I want to do? There's so many things I want to do, but I don't know where to start. And if you guys have heard of the fig tree analysis, you'll know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. But if you haven't, basically, I think it's a poem, and it talks about a fig tree and this girl who's, I think she's sitting underneath it or something like that. But basically, she wants to be so many things, and in the poem it kind of relates to there being so many different fruits in the tree. And it's like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a singer, I want to write books, I want to make a career out of painting, I want to do all these things, and all of those careers represent a fig in the fig tree. And basically the poem goes like, she doesn't make a choice on which figs she wants to pick, so eventually all of them rot and fall off the fig tree. So that's kind of what everything's been feeling like for me. right now because I want to do YouTube. I want to write. I want to, maybe pursue things with producing or music or things like that. I want to do public speaking. These are a lot of things that I want to do. And there's also this sort of paradox that I'm in at the moment where I'm trying to keep my dreams and goals at a reachable, what's the word? A reasonable standard, or, whatever you want to call that. But there's also this side of me where I want to have this almost like undying faith in the work that I'm putting in and knowing that I'm going to be all these things. So it's like, I know in my soul I'm meant to be successful, but if I have so many things that I want to do, I can be successful in all of them, but also having to manage all those things seems so stressful and also very time consuming, which all those things are something I'd love to be doing. I'd love to help others, I love to be that person that gives advice to other people. So this is just what I'm going through right now, and maybe I'm just on here to tell you guys what I'm experiencing also, because you guys could be experiencing this as well. I want to be so many things and I want to do so many things, and trying to keep all those dreams grounded while also trying to not, let those dreams stay dreams, So I don't know what feels right to do right now. So I'm kind of just working on a bunch of things that I want to be doing. This is even hard for me to talk about because it matters so much to me, So just the stress of having to show up for all those things all the time, while also, I don't want to disappoint myself either, because I know I can do so many things. I'm so capable of so many things, and so are you. So it's just, I'm just honestly a mess right now. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, in my head right now, I'm so focused on physical work, and I had just gotten out of this rest period of my life, and while resting, the only thing that was constantly on my mind is like, why am I letting another day go past where I'm not writing a part of this book? Why am I letting another day pass that I'm not getting up and recording this video? So this video is going to be heavy for me to even record the rest of, because it's so honest, but I feel like that's what more people need in this world. And we need the honesty, A lot of people don't share the things they want to do. They keep it to themselves, and some of those things they never even end up doing. So I don't know what the universe has in store for me. I don't know, But I know what I'm doing right now is exactly where I'm meant to be, That's kind of really all that matters to me right now, Every little step to me is becoming more important, because I am worried about where I'll end up in the future, but I'm also trying to work on not caring about that as well. You know what I mean, guys? Worrying about the future takes away from the present, and sometimes I don't know when it's right to think about the future, because sometimes I feel like I have to be present all the time to experience the good of life, but also, you know, I'm at the ages and growing up as well where finding careers and pursuing what I love to do is difficult, you know, because there's so many things I could be doing. There's so many people I can be helping. If I end up crying, don't worry, guys. It's okay. We need this vulnerability right now. But everything just feels a little bit heavy almost. It's just like a lot of things to worry about, but I'm also not doing all these things yet. So I'm kind of like putting this, almost like this pressure on myself that really isn't existent yet. But I don't know, maybe I have unrealistic expectations, but I believe I can do it all. I think I can. I do think so. I do want to say though, I could not be doing any of this without the universe's help and being open and knowing of my gifts. One of these careers that I might pursue could set me for life, but also, you know, anything could happen. I don't remember if I said it in this video because I had recorded a whole entire video before this one, but I had to delete it. But I basically was saying how being an author was very important to me because more than 5 years ago, it was something I stopped doing because I was in such a bad mental state that it made me more sad to express how I felt, and then I stopped expressing how I felt to everyone because I felt like it would make me more upset. So writing this book is kind of where my focus is at right now. YouTube and writing my book is where I'm focused. Sort of career-wise. But writing this book is so important to me, and I hope that it pays off how I want it to, because it's something I've dreamed of for years, like years of my life, and finally being able to have the guts to finally want to get back to writing, but also having the universe tell me in signs and synchronicities and videos of other people that reach me somehow, you know, tell me that I'm meant to be doing these things. It's so lovely, you know, especially when we're in such a vulnerable state and a sign's all you need, you know. So that's what's keeping me going right now, guys. I have a lot of good things in my life, and sometimes I think I shouldn't have to worry about these things, but because the universe has my back. But you know, it's just so, it's human of me to worry about these things inevitably, but I know that I'll learn from all of this, and I hope that maybe someone can connect with this video on a soul level, you know, being worried about the future. And I guess this video is kind of just to remind others that, you know, I'm a person too. I'm going through my own things. And also to just be sort of like this light that kind of coexists in the darkness with others as well, because I know that I'm not going through this by myself. So it also helps me become more vulnerable with a lot more people, a bigger and open space of people, you know. I'm recording these videos and putting them out on the internet forever, so it takes a lot to do that. So I guess giving myself some grace for what I've been experiencing is necessary right now. So yeah, I don't really have a message for you guys today, but I guess just to connect with others and remind you guys that honesty about your path is important, and vulnerability will always pay off more than putting on a facade. So please comment, say something to me, or talk about what your experiences are with this. Maybe something how I'm going through might relate to you, or whatever you'd like to comment. Say hi if you want. But I'll see you guys in my next video.